Welcome back to another episode of Cappuccino Chat. This time we're talking about new business requirements that equal new fraud we need to be on the lookout for. So this time we're talking about new requirements that are being put on businesses that equal new fraud and what we need to do to be careful of these types of things. So one of the new requirements that businesses are required to do is we have to report to FinCEN about any ownership or control of our companies to them. And they've been notified of recent fraudulent attempts to solicit information from individuals as it relates to this. So this could be an email, this could be a phone call where they're trying to get this owner information from a business in order to commit fraud. So we need to make sure that one, we're aware of these new requirements on our businesses so we don't get caught off guard, but also that we don't inadvertently give out information that we shouldn't. So this is just another form of phishing, trying to get information from us to do different things, to rob us and all that good stuff. So again, we want to make sure that we slow down when things like this come in. We want to make sure our employees know not to give that type of sensitive information out. If somebody calls on something like that, don't say, yeah, the owner is, and this is their address and, different stuff like that. So we want to make sure those kinds of things don't happen so that we don't fall victim, or our business doesn't fall victim to these types of fraudulent attempts to gain access to our information. So if you're a little unsure and caught off guard when this kind of stuff happens, the best thing to do is get information from the caller and just let them know that you're going to look into it. So you don't want to kind of be assuming that they're fraudulent and that they're mean and they're not from the government, because it is possible that at some point a local government rep or a government rep would reach out to a business if they haven't registered or something like that, if there's a registration process that's needed for different things. So we don't want to just assume it's fraudulent. Just let them know, thank you for that information, I'll look into it. Then do your own research, look into things, maybe contact your company attorney, those types of things, right? Company CPA, all those different avenues to verify this information and look into then what needs to be done, and then take action on your part at that point. Just don't give out that information. This reminds me of the attack where a message would come up on different people's computers and say, hey, you're infected. Please call us right away so we can get this taken care of, and making it look like it's a Microsoft warning, like a blue screen with a phone number on it, right? So Microsoft is never going to ask you to call them. Microsoft is never going to call you directly to say that there's something wrong with your computer. Now, it's not to say that Microsoft isn't monitoring certain aspects of computers from licensing. It does phone home for licensing purposes, but that's it. They're not watching what you're doing, if you have a virus, if you have something enabled or disabled. So again, stuff like that will never happen. Microsoft will not call you or ask you to call them directly for a virus, a ransom, and those types of things. Do not let people onto your computers. So this is just one of those employee training, personal training kind of things, to remember that every time a new requirement comes out, somebody's going to try to take advantage of it and steal that away from you. When the PPP loans were coming out, people were fraudulently trying to submit PPP loans on behalf of other businesses when it's not even them doing it. Tax returns, people get all of a sudden file their taxes and realize it's been denied. And the reason it's been denied is somebody's already filed taxes for you. So these are just things we need to be aware of, be mindful of, and remember to always slow down and think it through before you click or give out information. As always, if you have any questions, like to discuss anything security related, IT related to your business, please reach out to us at 760-770-5200.